Break It Down with Bordick.
All right, today we're visiting with Brad Brach on Break It Down with Bordick. And Brad came over this offseason by way of trade to the Orioles. Started his career with the Padres, drafted back in 2008, 42nd round, and worked his way up, actually shot through the minor league system, got into the big leagues, and started to establish himself. But a couple years up and down, right?
Yeah.
So you come over to Baltimore. What kind of adjustments did you make when you came to Baltimore?
You know, by the end of spring training, I had Dom and Dave. They both had talked to me and just basically simplified my pitching mechanics. They flattened my foot on the rubber and just made me even with the pitching rubber. And from then on, it's just been pretty smooth sailing with my mechanics. I really haven't had to make too many changes or adjustments during the year.
Well, you've always had the strong arm and a deceptive delivery. You started in college, right? Monmouth University,
Yep.
Still holding some records there for wins and strikeouts. Was it different when you made that transition to reliever?
Yeah, it was. Actually, the first few weeks, I pitched like 3 of the first 4 games, and not relieving in college, my arm was killing me. It was hanging, so they gave me about 3 or 4 days off. But actually, since then, I was able to adjust pretty well. But going from starting to relieving, that was a huge adjustment.
So you come over to Baltimore. They've had 2 winning seasons. Went to the postseason in 2012. Last year, a successful year, but didn't make it to the postseason. And this year, they brought a lot of people in. A lot of arms, created some more depth, even position players as well. You had a good spring, but you didn't make the team.
Yeah.
You get sent down, made some adjustments down there, but when you made it back to the big leagues, I mean, there was a presence about you, and you really established yourself and fit right in. Was there a certain coach or a player that helped you feel comfortable at the big league level?
You know, honestly, it's been the whole bullpen, really, from Dom down to Darren and, you know, Tommy Hunter, just everybody, really, anyone down there. It's so comfortable. They make you feel welcome right away. From day one, I felt comfortable, part of the pitching staff. And pretty much, you know, Buck giving me the confidence, and he's going to throw me out there and game, you know, like tied situations or when we're up by only a few runs, you know, it gives you huge confidence. It goes a long way. So, you know, just being here, not just pitching in, you know, mop-up duty and when you're down by a lot or up by a lot, but going in games where, you know, each pitch matters a lot. It gives you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are all kind of on the same page, working well together, passing the baton. You know, there's been a stretch for a couple months now, your best bullpen in baseball. Yeah,
it's been good. Like you said, that's pretty much all it is. You just want to get to the next guy, and whenever the phone call rings, you know, it could be any of us. So all of us are ready to go, and like you said, just try to get to the next guy with the lead.
Now, you have dominating stuff. You have swing and miss stuff. You have a fastball, 95 miles an hour. You got that good power slider. And it's a split finger, right, for your
change up. Yep.
Okay, change. Can you show fans your grips?
Yeah, I throw a 4-seam mainly. So a lot of times it runs and it almost kind of looks like a 2-seam at times, but then I'll throw a sinker that's just a normal 2-seam and try to get on top and have the sinking motion. My slider is just a, you know, very conventional slider, curveball grip. And then my changeup is a 2-seam changeup that I hold off on the tip and kind of has a late, like you talked about, late split action to it.
Yeah, it looks like a split finger.
Yeah.
So along with those grips and obviously the power arm, Brad Brach, he steps across his body to create a little bit more deception and a lot of swing and miss pitches. Brad Brach has been huge for the Orioles bullpen. Looking forward to seeing him in the postseason.